Hi everybody. So today I'm going to start working on Pete. He's a little bit wiggly, so I think the first thing I'm going to do before I try to even clean it is I'm going to take off these legs and see if I can tighten up the ball joints here on the ankles and the neck so he's more stable. So I'll be cutting him in quarters actually, down the middle, but leaving the back there. So I take this front quarter off. Decided to go with this side because there's more of his hat over here. And so that's the plan. So I'm going to start going in and see if I can figure out what's going on with these ball joints, tighten them up a little bit. Then I'll start working on some cleaning and various parts. I'm not sure if I'm going to clean first or try to fix some sculpting, but we'll see as we go. All right, here we go. Well, I got that exposed, the joints and the neck and the ankle. Tighten them down with my wrenches, and these are the actual ones I used back when I built this thing. I've had this set for a long time. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this up a little bit first. I want to get some of the dirt off here, and then I'll go ahead and start to cut this guy apart. Okay, so I did a little bit of cleaning, as you saw. I also went back and put a little bit of baby oil on. So I was using isopropyl alcohol, 99% to clean. Came back and I actually used some baby wipes, or not baby wipes, but disinfecting wipes, so that I could get some of the lint of the paper towels and Q-tips off there. So he's in pretty good shape for now to start. So the next thing I'm going to do is come in with a sculpting tool and sort of mend some of these cracked parts. The clay is quite dry. So what I'm going to do is sort of what I call stitching them together. I'll pull a little bit of clay from this part, a little bit of clay from that part, and try to bind them up just to get them a little more intact. Then I did a little experiment here on the back. I can't really tell all that much, but I took this sculpting tool, this rake tool, and tried to pull off the sort of veneer of clay, not only to get some of the dirt off, but this clay, when it settles, creates sort of almost like a shellac on the surface. So I'm going to try to get rid of that. But I think first, before I do all of that, is I am going to dissect them. I'm going to do the cutting so that I don't have to clean more than I need to clean. Also, I'll be able to harvest these various colors for resculpting and cleaning up and that kind of thing. So that's next, and here we go. Got most of this carved out. off camera, I went in and did a little bit of extra digging in here, restabilized a few things, and let's take a look inside where we're at. All right, so here's our guy, and give you a little tour of what I saw here. It's been a while since I've seen this guy, over 30 years. So got a Illuminate plastic skull, and here's the ball joint for the neck. These teeth are a separate piece of plastic, and we've got a ball joint here, another ball joint here, and another ball joint here. And my welding and brazing skills were not the best at the time, probably still aren't, but it got the job done. We have a couple of ball joints for the body, the hip, this sort of the hip here actually, hinge joint for the knee, and ball joint down here for the ankle. And yeah, this is a very weird foot joint, but got the job done. Here are the tie downs, and then under here are the knobs. I made these knobs a while back too, made a mold so I could just copy them. So the next step is to go in here and start to repair up these joints and things. I tightened everything down so that it's not going to move too much. So yeah, basically going to come around, clean the surface a bit, fix up all these little cracks and things, resculpt what I need to, and then I have all this clay left over that I harvested. Obviously I have a ton of red, blue from the hat, skin color, blue for the shorts. Unfortunately, what I do not have a lot of is the white for the shoes, and I'm going to need to get some of that from somewhere to build out the rest of all this stuff here. So hopefully I can harvest it from the tiny little bit I have left and get that all fixed up. And then I gotta put the neck back in here, back this half. But that's where we're at. I'm gonna try to, again, clean all the surface, get all these little surfaces more like this, where they're clean along the edge of the armature. And that should do it. So here we are at the end of the cleanup. I've gotten him done about as best as I can for now. He looks a lot better than he did before, and not too bad for almost 30 years old. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and the next thing I'm going to do in a different video, is build an acrylic case for him so he doesn't get as dirty and banged up as he did before. So again, hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.